Hey guys, Tyler here. Welcome back to another Good Run Disc Golf video. Just got done shooting a video with Seth doing some disc dice, and we'll post it right up here in case you want to go check that out. But in typical fashion, I get back home, and about 30 minutes later, I get some discs that I've been waiting on to review. So wanted to get this together real quick and kind of give my initial thoughts about it. I have not thrown them yet. I will go throw them probably tomorrow and add it on to the end of this video here. But yeah, this is just my initial thoughts about it. The Wren is the putter. Get you a look at it there. It feels like, I would say, kind of like a P2 if that was what I was gonna compare it to something. But I will say this plastic though, it feels, I don't know how to describe it. Like it's grippy and it feels premium, but it's also their baseline. I believe it's their baseline plastic. This is called the Strato plastic. If you can see it right there, Strato plastic. Another thing about these is they do not have flight numbers yet. Scott Stokely is trying to have people try them out because these are prototypes, and he wants other people to give them the flight numbers and tell him what they think. Hopefully I'll be able to play a part in that and give them flight numbers. The other one is a mid-range. This is the thermoplastic, and it is called the Cardinal. There it is right there. Same thing, doesn't have flight numbers. I will say that it feels pretty straight to slightly overstable, if I had to guess. It's got a little bit of a dome to it. I wouldn't call it a pop top exactly, but it definitely has some give to it. It is a little bit concave on the rim here, which usually is an indication of slightly overstable, but it's a very blunt edge. So I'm going to say speed-wise, it's probably around a 4, just out of my hands of kind of what it feels like. I have an EMAC Truth that's a 4. I would say the rim depth and width and everything feels similar to that, but the rim feels nothing like the actual Truth itself. The Truth's pretty flat here, but this one's concave. So pretty excited about throwing these. They look like they glow, but they don't. It's just the white, which is the prototype color. I don't know if they're going to have more colors or not. I have not seen whether they're going to, but definitely excited to try these out and throw them. Putter actually feels pretty good. I don't know that I would. I wouldn't consider it a baseline. So I don't know that I would particularly like to putt with it. I would definitely like to try though, because it does feel really grippy. I don't know if it would be slicker in like wet conditions or anything, because it does kind of feels like it's getting some oil and stuff on it where it might be a little slick to putt with, and I'd be curious to see if water would do that with it or not. Definitely excited to try it out. And the Cardinal, like I said, mid-range, try throwing it. I got my mid-range slots pretty much covered, but I don't know if this would actually take anything out of my bag, but it does feel really good, fits in the hand really nice. So definitely going to try it out, see how it goes. Just as far as the weight goes, I just now noticed this mid-range is 178, so it's max weight. Putter is 175 grams. That's kind of where we are with the weights. So I'm going to hopefully get out tomorrow and throw these and give my review while I'm throwing them. And yeah, so this is my initial reaction, and I'll cut over to me throwing them. All right, been a couple days since I did that initial part of this video. I didn't really have a good time to get out here and do this. Finally got some time. Nice day, not very windy either, so it's gonna be a perfect time to test. The more I've held the Wren, the more I actually like it. I've been holding it, kind of, playing around with it at the house, tossing it up and stuff. I really like the plastic. Plastic it's grippy, but feels premium. I don't know. It's a really good mix. But I did bring two to compare it to. I brought it's a Flex 3 Rainmaker and a just regular P2 that I attempted to dye myself. But the profiles look really, really similar. I'll show a profile view here. But in case I don't get to it, there's that. Super similar to that, to each other there. So I'll be curious to see if they fly the same. Also brought the Cardinal here, and what I kind of compare it to, what it feels like, it's like a slightly less overstable Mutant. I don't know if you've ever thrown a Mutant from Discmania, but they are extremely overstable. They're well known for having a bunch of square edges and everything. I feel like the profiles are kind of similar, but this one should be slightly more overstable. What it really is close to, in my opinion, is a Rock 3, other than the bead. The profiles look almost identical, other than the Rock 3 having a massive bead on the bottom, because this one, the Cardinal, does not have a bead. But they have the same sort of like slow sloping dome up to the middle, and their rim, concave rim here is about the same distance and everything. So the only difference really, like I said, being that bead. So we're going to throw a few shots here and see how they fly. And just another clarification, I bought these discs on my own. I was not sent to them, so giving you just my honest opinion about it. I am in no means a professional, so these are not going to be identical across the board, but I'm going to try to get as close as possible. We're going to start off with the putters, so I'm going to go P2 Rainmaker, and then I'm going to throw the Wren, see how similar they are. Going to try and release all of these just flat, give them time to fade out at the end, because it is, I'm assuming, is going to be just slightly overstable at the very end of its flight. So we'll see how it goes. All right, P2 first. Rainmaker. All right, here's the Wren. All right, first initial thoughts. I definitely turned over on the P2, but that was actually really similar to the Rainmaker. That is a Rainmaker that's a Flex 3, so I don't know if that's typically supposed to be more understable or overstable than soft ones, but I did feel like the Wren was just like a touch more overstable than the Rainmaker, maybe like half. Like, so if the Rainmaker's a 2 fade, that one's probably 2.5, something around in there. Awful. Apparently I can't throw a P2. Go mid-ranges. I'm gonna do the Mutant first. I feel like this is still gonna be way more overstable than what the Cardinal is. We're gonna try it first, see how it throws. That thing is just stupid overstable. I also released on hyzer, so that was not a great throw. I'm gonna go with the Rock 3, like I said. Super similar feel, I think, other than the bead. Or I guess I say feel. Everything is similar except for the bead. Just the shape of it. Yeah, that was a good little flight there for that Rock 3. All right, now time for the Cardinal. That's actually closer to the Mutant than I thought. Still released that one kind of weird, but yeah, overall I like the flight. Also, Scott Stokely just came out with a video covering the Cardinal. I'll link it down in the description below if you want to go check that out. One thing he did say was that it was not meant for beginners, which I can kind of understand because it's very overstable. Be more of a utility disc probably for me. But I am going to forehand it because he did, obviously it's Scott Stokely. He does lots of forehands. So I'm going to show you one forehand throw. Probably a little bit better at backhand than forehand, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, very nose up and wobbly out of the hand, but I don't really forehand mid-ranges very often. If I do a forehand, it's usually fairway driver or higher, so that's probably why that was the case. But anyway, final thoughts about it. Cardinal, probably not going to bag the Cardinal. My mid-range slots are pretty much taken care of. As far as the Wren goes, honestly, I'm debating on putting that. It feels really good in the hand. I like the depth and everything. But anyway, thanks for checking out the channel. Hope you enjoyed the review. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Later.